I would like to tip my hat, my Dallas Cowboys hat, to Team Gilkison! You, my friend, saved this league from utter embarrassment and having that team that thinks they're awesome and winning in this, just they think they own this league because he wins 2 years in a row. And he almost won for the third year in a row. But no, Team Gilkison said, you will not get by me. Not a chance. But I'll tell you actually, Gilkison, you, unfortunately, did not beat the boys. Or should I say the Jags.
It's not your hat, it's
the boys beat the boys. That's right. 2 questions. 2. 1, 2. One of them, kind of understand. You benched Tony Romo. Does this team named the boys? You benched Tony Romo. I have to say, Romo wasn't the reason the Cowboys stink. No. Romo's been doing good. But I understand you made this change before the weather was going to come in. This is my kid's hat, so it is a little small on me, just to let you know. Obviously. Okay, you benched Tony Romo and pick up Kirk Cousins. I can't remember if it was before you knew the weather was coming or what. Because, personally, I would have left Romo in there if you thought the weather was going to be fine. Because the Redskins are done. If you knew the weather was coming, I would not even have picked up Kirk Cousins because they're playing in the same weather area. Now, here's the thing. The bigger problem was, why did you pick up Jordan Todman on Saturday when you knew, you had to have known, that Jones-Drew was practicing Friday? And they said that more than likely Jones-Drew will play. So you had to start Jordan Todman knowing that Jones-Drew is probably going to play. And Donald Brown is on your team, and they said that he is going to play. I'm like, I don't know. They're playing the Chiefs. The Chiefs really aren't that good on the defense for the last, I don't know how many games. They've given up tons of yards. You would have killed Gilkison if you would have left your lineup alone. Left Tony Romo there. Put in Donald Brown. Who else would you have played if it wasn't Donald Brown? Mendenhall. I got good news for you. If you would have played Mendenhall and Tony Romo, you would have won too. Or who else is on your team? Larry Fitzgerald. Well, that one would have been closer, I guess I would say. You probably would have lost if you played Fitzgerald, but I wouldn't have played Fitzgerald. You had Roddy White. Hello, 32 points of Roddy White. Oh my gosh. Does that hurt, Robert? Does that hurt? Oh my gosh. Oh, Adam, I'm sorry I'm not focusing enough attention on you. I'll get to you. I'm just having too much fun right now because there will be no three-peat in any of my leagues ever again. Unless it's me, but it will never happen. No three-peat will ever happen. You did scare me, though, Robert. Whew, boy, did you scare me. And Craig's all mad because of that scoring thing, because he would have beat Gilkison. But would you have played Gilkison is the question. Well, I guess either way, whoever you would have played, you would have beat. Well, would you have? Because you would have played, because Du Bois wouldn't have been there, so I guess, yeah, you would have been Du Bois' spot, so yeah, you would have. Okay, whatever. You would have, but the problem is that, once again, I keep telling you that the scoring would have been the same if I had it at week 1, and you still would have been in the same predicament. So we got to get over that. Anyway, Adam Gilkison, this is your first time, I know for a fact, first time to the championship game in any of my leagues. First time in this league. This is your first year in this league, particular league. And I'm trying to think, is it your first time to make the playoffs, period, in any of my leagues? I can't remember. So I just want to say congratulations. Your strategy somehow paid off. You bought Drew Brees, Jamal Charles, Arian Foster, someone else, Doug Martin. You bought 4 top-notch studs. And Doug Martin, obviously, gone. Arian Foster, gone. But I traded you Ben Tate, which didn't really help much. And sure, you might have got lucky a lot, but having Drew Brees and Jamal Charles, I mean, that's like playing 4 guys some of the time. It was nice. And that pickup with Rashad Jennings in the season really helped you out. And then that huge pickup, Edwin Baker. What a huge, that's the game-winning pickup right there. Because no one else on your team would have done anything. Edwin Baker. Didn't even know who he was. When you picked him up, I was like, well, I thought McGahee was starting because they said he's coming back, and you got this Edwin Baker. I was like, well, he might get you 5 to 7 points. Holy cow, he was the rusher. He won you the game with that awesome pickup you just made. Wow, that was awesome. I was calling a few guys after that game going, dude, did you see who Gilkison picked up? And he got 20 points out of him. Good job, man. That Andre Caldwell pickup, that kind of burned you, but can't win them all. You won the Edwin Baker one, and you won the Fantasy League Championship for the Auction League. Congratulations. And Du Bois got second. Still won money, Robert, so deal with that. You got money coming to you. How about this? If it makes you feel, well, it won't make you feel good, I guess. David Carroll, you won the Toilet Bowl. You beat Dragon Balls. You killed Dragon Balls. The Hawaii 5-0 won the Toilet Bowl and second place. So Hawaii's getting some income. Now, do you want me to hold on to your entry fee, the money, $130, so you don't have to pay it next year? Or do you want it? Do you want me to mail it to you again? Or how, you let me know what you want to do. Arkham Fugitives, you had a great year. You beat the number 1 seed Solo Cup. Solo Cup just went, and you know why? You know why? Because of Matt Stafford and Calvin Johnson. Those were the horses on his team. They averaged like 30 to 40 points for Stafford and 20 to 35 points for Calvin pretty much every game, except the last 2. You know, the 2 that matter. The 2 that really matter in fantasy sports. You choked it up. And, hey, Fugitives isn't crying about it. He's like saying thank you because Russell Wilson had just as bad a game as Matt Stafford. He just happened to have a lot better performance out of his running backs and, well, his tight end. His receivers really didn't do much either. Your defense. Wow. How about this? The 49er defense had a pick 6, 2 interceptions, and all they could get was 6 points because they had -6 on total yards. So the Niner defense only got 6 points. Oh, man. I just love the fact that Robert lost when he easily should have won by playing Donald Brown. When I would have played Donald Brown. I don't know what. Was Jordan Tobin just a strategy move thinking that Gilkison was going to pick him up? Or because Jones Drew was going to play. Okay? Just throwing it out there. Again, I love this salt. Hawaiian salt, I heard, is the best salt to rub in wounds. In wounds. Yes, not wombs, but wounds. Hawaiian salt. I heard it's the best salt. So if you can get some of that for me, Robert, and just sprinkle it on you and rub it in. Oh, my gosh. I'm having a good day. You know why, Robert? Because I thought I won 1 league and won my church league. But it doesn't count because I don't win anything out of that. But I won 1 of my leagues, and then I ended up winning my other league of my leagues because of Frank Gore's last touchdown run and Tony Gonzalez's last touchdown second catch. I ended up winning that league. So I won 2 leagues this year, buddy. Eat that! Now watch next year. I'll probably go 0 for 4. I'm knocking on wood right now because I don't want to jinx that up. Jeez. Okay. I gotta look at the pick'ems. Who won the pick'ems? Oh yeah, Steve. Arkham Fugitives. You destroyed the pick'ems. You ended up taking it up even further. You won by 6 points. Good job, Steve. So, Steve, you not only won 3rd place, but you also won the Pick'ems. That's not too shabby. You had a pretty decent year yourself. Don't forget, NFL Playoff Fantasy League will start. If you haven't seen the invite, I'll keep sending them, so if you want to join it, join it. It's $75 to the winner. And then you can start picking your teams after the playoff teams are all set. 9 players, that's all you get. Go back and submit your lineups after you pick them up on the waiver wire and submit your lineup then. You can't see the roster, everyone's roster, or even your own roster until the deadline, which is Saturday, January 4th at 10 a.m. The only way you can see your lineup is by clicking Submit Lineup, and you can see who's on your team. Wow. I'll do some studs and duds later on. I just had I'm in shock of happiness. Robert, you're in shock of why did Vernon Davis not even get one single catch? Vernon Davis, 0 catches. 0 catches. I was like, he almost had a huge touchdown. I mean, he had they threw the ball one time to him for like 40 yards in the end zone, but he just missed it. That still wouldn't have been enough, but it would have been a nice touchdown, right? It would have been, actually, that might have been enough. Because it was 6 points for the touchdown, 1 point for the catch, and it was about a 40-yarder, so that would have been 10 points. You would have came up short by probably 1 point if that was his only catch. But unfortunately, he had 0 catches. And Team Gilkison won. Oh my gosh. Wow. So anyway, had some ideas I'll throw out on the what do you call it, message board about the toilet bowl. I just thought of something. 2 things. One's a scoring change. Yes, Craig, it's a scoring change I'm thinking of, but not for offense. It's for defense. I don't know why I never thought of this, but defense and special teams get awarded 2 points for sacks, interceptions, fumbles, and all that, but shouldn't they also get deducted 2 points if they lose a fumble or interception? Like, think about it. If a punt returner, kick returner runs the ball and then from a kickoff, whatever, punt, and then fumbles it and loses it, that should be negative 2 points. If the defense gets a fumble or an interception and then fumbles it away and the other team recovers it again, that technically should be negative 2 points. So I'm thinking of adding that in there. Second, for the toilet bowl, so that way every toilet bowl team can play throughout the whole toilet bowl thing, because it's kind of sucks to be in the toilet bowl, even though your team sucks. But anyway, how about instead of a toilet bowl playoff, it would be a toilet bowl thing where the teams in the toilet bowl will play weeks 13, 14, or weeks 14, 15, 16, and the team with the most total combined points of those weeks wins the toilet bowl. So that way all the toilet bowl teams get a play through week 16. It kind of sounds fun to me. That way every team gets a chance to hopefully win that one spot of money. So anyway, food for thought. That's it. I have had a wonderful year, even though my team sucked. It really royally sucked. My team blew ass, I must say. I choked. But I'm happy. I'm very happy. Can't complain. I can't win every league. Obviously, I just won 2 of them this year. Oh, man. What a freaking fat double chin I got there. Jeez, I'm fat. All right. Enough talking about me. Let's talk more about Robert another time. All right, guys. Have a Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. I will see you soon. Someday.